Great.
Josh, I'm just joking. You know,
I'm just joking too.
You probably have the cover.
I was telling Kristen, I don't understand, but then I'm like, you know what? Who we
If
there's anybody.
There's nothing to it. You
Even
literally.
if there was, even if there were, I'm totally okay with that.
Just put it
I
in my
want him to be
crate.
happy. He's lonely. And if you can
Made up that tinfoil on it?
No,
I'm happy and
it'll be great.
because I want you to know that. I mean, it's totally just playful and just playing around.
I know. But I also didn't want him to stick around. That's why I was
was
like,
Joey.
yeah.
Get out.
You're not leaving this back here. I'm sorry.
Story.
It's just an occasional
I'm going to catch
thing.
enough slack for this as it is.
For me.
But see, I live my life living and worrying about that.
Yes, sir.
And now I'm, alone because I worried about what people thought about me.
Thanks for giving me a hand, man.
And now I'm trying to relearn how to flirt again and how to be happy. Don't ever do that to yourself.
Oh,
You
no,
be
it's
you
all
no
right,
matter
man.
what
I
people
thought
think
X
and
was on,
talk
but
if
I
they
guess
don't
some
like
people
it.
X is name and everything.
It's your life, and I applaud you for that. When I was talking to Kristen, I'm like, I don't understand her lifestyle. I don't see how she can do that. She's just doing the rounds now. But then I realized, you know what? But at least she's living her life, Bella. At least she's standing up for what she wants to be. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
but my
I
thing is
admire that about you.
But
I have to
I mean,
say.
if my lifestyle was just like sleeping around, it would have happened already.
Right, and it's not.
And my standards are way too high
I wish you
to
would
do that here.
I wish you would talk more about that to us so we can understand.
No, I would love to.
Because the way it looks
to.
is like, it looks like, she just hops in the bed with this guy one day and another guy the same day and that night. And
Nikki's
if
hopped more
that's-
beds than I have.
if that, I know, and if that's the way it is, if that's not the way it is, let us know because I want to learn,
No, it's.
Look, in your defense,
Especially with all the stuff with Jake, it might need to become more of a conversation. I'm finding
Yeah.
because of the.
You need to,
the
because I don't want people to get the
misconception,
wrong impression.
Yeah.
And plus, I want to help understand that lifestyle. Not that
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it or do
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I just want to understand it. Because the
No,
last thing I want to do is
that's,
judge someone.
And that's part of why I'm
And
here.
I feel like I was
is-
judging you earlier when I was talking to Kristen a little bit, and I'm like, well, that's not right, Bella. It's not right to judge people.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because, my life has been not being with people for fear of what people would think.
Yeah.
And then I've lived my whole life letting boyfriends go and not being happy and being alone.
Yeah.
I wish I'd done it the way you're doing it and been like, you know what, if somebody doesn't like it, it's my business. It's nobody's business who I'm in the bed with. It's nobody's business what I'm doing. I admire that about you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I want to learn more about it too.
I mean, part of why I'm here is for education about.
And educate us.
what
I
I
wanna
do,
learn. I think the world wants to learn.
Yeah.
I don't want the world to judge you
Yeah.
and get the wrong impression.
Yeah.
So maybe we could have a conversation later, however you want to do it, with a couple of us, the whole
Certainly.
group, or just a few of us on an intimate level.
It might.
Might be better like the girls, or I don't know,
It might be something later today.
Because I don't want the world to see you in a bad light, because that's not fair.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Because you're a sweet person, you have a lot to offer, and I want to learn. I'm sure other people do too.
No, well, we'll definitely talk about it. And honestly, like I
Good.
love talking about it. Like, I love educating people about it. I love when people have questions. So it doesn't bother me.
And I'll be honest, I'm hurt. I feel a little jealous right now because it's like here, you wake up with Josh, and then, Nikki has your Nesto giving her food, and then Cal brings her a big pot of oatmeal. And here I am, I have nobody's bringing me food, nobody's snuggling up to me.
All of us.
It hurts, it's like,
I know.
I feel hurt, I feel jealous, and it's just, I feel angry, and it's like, I just...
I know. When Mike wasn't sleeping next to me anymore, it killed me because it was lonely. And it's hard here. There's not a lot of things that are comforting here.
No, it's like...
But it's the first time in my life that I've realized how much strength I have when I'm alone.
Yeah.
That I really do have everything within me that I need to keep going. I mean, after Mike and I split up, the first day was horrible. The second day was bad. The third day was
I could
fine.
tell you were upset, yeah.
But then I was like, oh, actually, I'm okay. As it turns out, I didn't die. I didn't fall into a depression. I didn't kill myself. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
It's just hard when I see everybody shacking up, and even if it's just a snuggle, or people see Nikki hungry, they bring her 5 pots of food, and I'm just sitting there, and it's just like, what about me? I mean, all I get is Josh being picky on me. He's just doing
Josh, come here and love on Bella.
No, I don't want to. I just want to have a girl moment. And it's just like he
Look at
picks
his
on
hair.
me, but it's like
Look at his hair right now, Bella.
I know. And like you've got Jake to look forward to, and I was looking forward to my date, but then they had a wreck and they couldn't make it, and nobody made concessions to find somebody else for me to go on a date with. So here I'm going through. Once again, I was looking forward to having a date, and then it got shot to hell. It's just, you know, it's like, what about me? What about me? What about me? You know. I just feel so alone sometimes, and I try to reach out, and then all around me I see everybody else kind of pairing up and offering her food, and it's just like, and then, you know, I have to fight for every little thing, and then I get a little bit of chocolate that gets thrown on the floor, and then Chris makes mean comments to me, and it's just like, I can't take it anymore. I'm like the most sensitive person here, and I'm really hanging on by the skin of my teeth.
I know you are.
It's like I'd rather be beat up and tossed aside than watch other people get their needs met, and I have to sit here and like starve, not food-wise, but intimacy-wise, and you know. Because see, I didn't have the family that loved you and made you feel good. I'd walk in a room and my dad would just look at me like, what do you want now? And I'm getting that here. It's not fair. And I know Josh is just joking and playing around.
Nobody loves me.
I'd walk in the room with my dad. At least you have good memories of your dad. I walk in the room with my dad and he's like with a newspaper, or he's got the TV on, he turns it on louder just to let me know you're not wanted here. When are you getting out of our house? Why are you here? I mean, it's just like, I just want to feel like people really want me around, you know.
You know, Bella, I think the fact that you're participating in this experience is so transformative for you, and it's going to be so transformative for your life outside of here.
I hope so. I'm not going back to their house. I'm not going back to people who don't want me around, you know.
You've seen how much people love you.
I know.
Like, both in here and out there. You know, you are well liked, and people feel for you, you know.
But they're like here in a fleeting moment, and then they're gone, and then I'm back on a day-to-day basis of being, you know, Chris is always, you know, get that painting done for Lefty, and it's like he's calling me out when I'm doing it. I've been waiting on things. I've talked to Lefty. I do and honor my goals. I'm not a liar like he says, and it's like I'm constantly being bombarded with his negativity, and then I see you and Josh hook up, and it's like, well, you know. And I think it's great, but it's like, and then this, and then that, and then thank God James is here, because at least he gives me, you know, we all need strokes. We all need to feel loved and pet and dote it over. And when the first time I felt like it was when he was doing my hair, you know. I think you were talking to me because it's so hard. And I joke about it and I laugh, and it's like, but I'm like kind of hurting inside, you know. I don't like feeling like this.
It's been interesting, you know, it's been really interesting for me because I'm used to, for all of my personal, like emotional needs, I'm used to relying on the people that I love that are very close to me.
I've never had that. I've never had that support.
And then coming here.
Financially, they would help you out with bills, but not the emotional support,
and then
you know?
Coming here, it's been really interesting where it feels a little scary losing that safety net, but then finding that dissipates to the rest of the community, that while it's not necessarily focused in one person anymore, that I get bits from everybody.
So you're able to bring that into here because you know how to make that happen. I don't. I try.
This is where you learn.
I try. I'm trying, but then, you know, Josh pushes too far, and then it says things hurtful, you know. It's like I'm trying, you know, to connect with people and all that. But it's just Chris jumps in and cuts it off at the pass, or Josh will say something mean, and, you know.
Well, that's the reason why you're here, Bella, is to learn. We're all learning, you know. And I didn't know.
I just want to feel loved. I just want to feel like what you're doing right now feels so good. I haven't had this in my life. And I want to, you know, and because the way I look, people, you know, will try and tear me down. Oh, she's had her life handed to her on a silver platter. You know, I walk in a restaurant and they're like, well, who does she think she is? And it's like, they don't understand. They don't understand. Because of the way I look and because of the family I grew up in, I have been isolated all my life. And that's probably why I drank so much like I did.
We're all learning about each other, and it's so, I mean, it's so funny because, like, we've gone through so much together and we've bonded so much, but at the same time, there's still so much that we don't know about each other.
I know.
You know, there's still so much that we don't know, and, that's something that Nikki and I have been talking about, of like really trying to really push for group cohesion, really trying to push people
Yeah,
to
I've
talk
been
to the
doing a
people that
great
they
job
don't
about that,
they don't
yeah.
hang out with normally, to get to know them, because like
Yeah.
the more we know each other, the more unity there is, and the harder it is for there to be tension.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
you don't want to cut off a hand when it's your hand. When you feel that we're all part of the same body, you don't want to hurt the body.
Exactly. And
and
it hurts
and that's what we need.
when we hurt. I wish people would stand up for me more when Chris does his thing, because he's clearly doing a thing. And I wish people would start saying something.
That's not just you. Ever since Bree left, he's been very
Yeah. Okay. Towards other people too.
more. It's not just you.
Oh, okay.
We've all noticed it, that he's gotten very,
Okay.
and maybe that's something that will relax now that he has his
I hope
stuff
so.
to do,
He's got
or
his,
or not. And if it
glass
doesn't, then we
stuff.
can confront it. But hopefully, that now that he kind of gets his outlet, that'll
we need
dissipate.
to do something, because if it keeps on, it hurts a lot, It's been going on since day one, and I've been having to deal with it. And if it weren't for that, I'd be part of the group more, because things that I've done that have good intentions have been, she's a liar, she's greedy,
Let me
it's just
tell you,
like,
I'm
God.
so happy that we've been able to figure out a way to get you to eat with the group.
Yeah.
Because that changed a lot.
Oh, I know. And I was just trying to take care of my health.
No, I understand that, but that changed a lot. Because I could tell it, like, from the first meal that you sat down and you were back eating with us. Like,
yeah. And
the fact that people were joking
food.
with you and
Exactly.
playing with you, like, it changes the whole energy. And so I'm really
Exactly.
glad that happened.
Me too.
Because I
Yeah,
can
me
see.
too.
I know that there's been an energy shift. I know you can tell there's been an energy shift.
Yeah, it
It's
feels
slowly
better.
getting more positive, more better.
Exactly.
As much as I deeply, deeply, deeply loved Mike and Rob, they carried a lot of cynicism and a lot of negativity.
Yeah. A lot of sarcasm.
A lot of
yeah.
sarcasm. And
every
while
yeah.
they were funny, like, that energy being gone has changed a lot.
Yes.
It's opened us up a lot to be able to do things like
have fun and
like breakfast yesterday,
That
or
was
to try different
awesome.
things, And
Yeah.
so I think that
we feel more safe.
we're
to try
heading
new
in the
things
right
now.
direction, and I think
I'm
people
so
feel
glad.
safer trying to bond more with the group. I'm sorry if I have coffee breath, but
Well, I probably have peanut butter breath.
so
And thank you so much,
it's
Dr.
turning around.
Thank you for letting me share those feelings with you, because I'm not a jealous person. But I think with all of the hurt, it's just like the straw that broke the camel's back.
No,
and
for
I'm
sure.
just like,
And let me.
I'm so I'm happy because I want Josh to be happy. And if he wants to be with anybody here, I mean, just friends. It's just playful.
Yeah.
But I think what hurts is I want somebody to come want to really snuggle up with me. Not a booty call, but like, and not when they're drunk, but like, hey, Bella, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a little kitten that's been in the pound and been beaten, abused, and now I'm trying to come out and trying to, I need a lot of love. I need, or at least a little bit of love, It's like I'm not high maintenance, but I do need a little bit of love. We all do.
We all do.
And I've tried to live my life all on my
own.
own and all alone and dealing with the family stuff and my brother and everything. And he just got fed up with it, just went his own way. And I want to reconnect with my brother. It's like I want to feel that connection with the human race again. Not just animals. And when we're sharing about, people that we've missed that are gone, I couldn't think of a single one. And I was like, that makes me so sad. I'm like, how sad to be on Earth and not feel a connection with another human being like that, I want that. And I'm like the most caring, giving, loving person that I know. But to not have a connection like that.
And you come from special circumstances. I mean, because you're not used to having a family that you want to connect with.
Exactly.
You're
I've tried to connect with them, but I get cut off.
You're used to family being something that you need to
judged.
defend yourself against.
Yes.
And
yes.
We all come in here and on a certain level, subconsciously, unconsciously, or whatever, like, there's a part of us that tries to recreate that or wants to manifest that because that's what we're used to.
And I don't want to.
And you're learning.
And I'm working really hard to create like a loving environment.
And you're learning because the family that you have here, it shouldn't be something that any of us feel like we need to defend ourselves against.
I feel like that since day one.
And and sometimes that's been the case, but we're working towards that not being the case.
It's getting better. It does feel better. Yeah. Thank you, Dad.
It's gonna be okay. We're getting there.
When I was talking to Kristen,
It's turning around.
When I was talking to Kristen, I was hearing myself talking. I'm like, Bella, that's not you. You know, why are
Let
you
me-
even
you
feeling
know, let
like
me
this?
tell
What's
you.
wrong on an inward level? It has nothing to do with you hooking up with Josh, or it's me realizing that all my life I've let other people tell me, no, you can't kiss that boy. No, you can't go to prom.
Yeah.
No, you can't have that baby because you're not married, or no, you can't do this, or what do you mean what are you wearing that sexy, pretty outfit? Why are you fixing your hair? Are you trying to be a hooker? I mean, it's just like,
And you know,
I've never had people say, wow, you're so beautiful. Tell us about coming over, honey. I can't even imagine what that looks like, or tell us about your new boyfriend. It's always, he's too young for you, or what the f is wrong with you, or why are you dressed like what's wrong with your makeup? Why do you have makeup on? It's always been like attack. Have you ever seen that game Whack-A-Mole? Every time I'd start to come up and feel pretty
They
again,
whack you down,
whack back down. Whack-A-Mole,
and I
Whack-A-Mole.
think the self-awareness is really important. I mean, because in my lifestyle, you know, jealousy is a thing that happens. Like, it's something that you deal with all the time, and it's a tool. You know, it's a tool
I never
to
truly
see.
felt it until I came here.
You know, it's a tool to see into yourself, to see where your insecurities lie and what the problem really is. You know,
Right.
because with jealousy, it almost is never just
It's like, why
on
am
the
I feeling?
surface.
I felt anger when Cal brought her that pot of oatmeal. It wasn't about her hungry or whatever. It was just like she had Cal bring her oatmeal, and then Ernesto offered her. It was like everybody's offering everything to Nikki, but nobody's offering anything to me, and it's just like, why am I? Where's that coming from? Why am I feeling so angry right now? Why am I feeling so jealous? And this is the first time in my life that I've ever felt jealousy. Now I know what it feels like. And it's like, because my needs aren't getting met, that's where it's coming from. I've never felt jealousy until now. I felt hurt. I had a boyfriend cheat on me, and I felt hurt, but never jealous. But now it was like anger, like, and I even went over to her and said something mean. I was like, "So, Nikki, did you get enough food?" I mean, it was just like, where did that come from? That was not out of love and kindness. Like, did you get enough food? You want some? It was like, did you get enough food? That's not who I am.
But it's
And I don't want to be like that.
It's so important
I
to
don't know
have
what
that
to do.
awareness, because I mean, jealousy, it's an emotion, and like
Yeah, I wanna
like
cut
all
that off at
emotions.
the past,
well,
'cause that does
but the
not
thing is
feel
though
good.
that all emotions, they're ephemeral. They come and they go. You know, it's a matter of how you react to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's the thing is like I feel jealousy, and do I choose to go key his car? Or do I talk to him about it, or do I just work on myself? You know, like
Right.
it's all different levels. Like
And then when Cal brought my paints, Craig brought my paints, I was like excited to have that connection at least with someone.
yeah.
And I was so excited. I felt really good. And then Cal jumps in between us and is like, okay, I need this. And I'm like, no. And so I set a boundaries. I need to start saying boundaries. I said, Cal, you're going to have to wait, sweetheart. I'm here with Craig. This is our interaction. And then I felt good about that. And then when I was done, then Cal can have it. So I just need to set boundaries more, I think, with people. You know? What would, you know? I just want to, feel loved and appreciated too.
And you are loved here, and we as a community are getting better at
I know,
communicating
and I wanted
love
to tell
to
you that
everybody.
I appreciate that.
You know,
Yeah.
because
And I
it's-
love your
it's huge.
efforts and what you did with the breakfast.
trying.
That was so fun,
trying.
doing the breakfast and everything. And I want to let you know how much I appreciated that.
Thank you.
It just shifted the energy so much, you know.
I'm really pleased with how it turned out.
I am too.
Okay,
I'll let you get back to this. But
Yeah,
thank
let
you,
me-
Danica. Thank you.
It's getting better, Bella.
Thank you so much. It's been really hard. You don't even know. Thank you.